Data Analytics, Power BI Forecasting. Power BI Forecasting. So first, you should get the data, and I place a link in the description of this video. So let's load the data into Power BI, open up Power BI, and then click on Get Data on the welcome screen as shown below. Next, you'll be presented with another pane that asks what type of data we want to get. So you select text/CSV as shown below and click on Connect. When the File Open window appears, navigate to where we save the dataset, and then click on the Open button. So you navigate, look for the location of this file, or it can be a TXT file or a CSV file, so it depends on what you save, and then click the Open button on the lower right hand corner. When a preview appears, just click on Load. So more or less this will be the appearance of the data. We have date and births, so just click on Load. So we'll now see the main working area of Power BI. Head over to the visualization pane or panel and then look for line chart. This is what the line chart icon looks like. Then next, a visual placeholder will appear. So we have here the visual placeholder. Drag the hot corners marking on the lower right hand corner of the placeholder and drag it diagonally down to the right corner of the main working area. That is to make this placeholder larger. So this is now the appearance after dragging the handle here on the lower right corner. Next, head over the fields panel. So these are the fields panel. With the line chart placeholder still selected, find the date field and click on the square box to put a check on it. Now we'll see the date field under the axis. Click on the down arrow on the right of the date as shown below. So once we check this, it will be placed on the axis, and then click on the down arrow. Select date instead of the default date hierarchy. Then let's put a check mark on the births field. We'll now see a line graph like the one below. Head over the visualization panel, and under the list of icons, find the analytics icon as shown below. So this is the analytics icon. Scroll down the panel and find the forecast section and click on the down arrow to expand it if necessary. So you click on this and then look for the forecast section. And then you can click on the down arrow to expand it if necessary. Next, click on the plus add to add forecasting on the current visualization. We'll now see a solid gray fill area and a line plot to the right of the visualization like the one below. Let's change the forecast length to 31 points. In this case, a data point equals a day, so 31 roughly equates to a month worth of prediction. So here, forecast length, we use 31 points. So click on apply on the lower right corner of the forecast to apply the changes. Instead of points, let's change the unit of measure to months instead as shown below. So we can forecast length 3 and then months. So we change the forecast point instead of points. Once we click apply, we will see the changes in the visualization. The graph below contains forecast for 3 months. What if we wanted to compare how the forecast compares to actual data? We can do this with the ignore last setting. For this example, let's ignore the last 3 months of the data. Power BI will then forecast 3 months worth of data using the dataset but ignoring the last 3 months. This way, we can compare the Power BI's forecasting result with the actual data in the last 3 months of the dataset. So let's click on apply when we're done changing the settings as shown below. So ignore last 3 months and then click on apply. Below we can see how the Power BI forecasting compares with the actual data. The black solid line represents the forecasting while the blue line represents the actual data. The solid gray field on the forecasting represents the confidence interval. The higher its value, the larger the area will be. Let's lower our confidence interval to 75% as shown below and see how it affects the graph. So confidence level here, so let's lower that to 75%. The solid gray field becomes smaller as shown below. Next, let's take into account seasonality. Below, let's set it to 90 points, which is equivalent to 3 months. So seasonality. Putting this value will tell Power BI to look for seasonality within a 3-month cycle. Play with this value with what makes sense according to the data. The result will be shown below. Let us return our confidence interval to the default value of 95% and scroll down the group to see formatting options. So we can scroll down here to see formatting options. Let's change the forecasting line to an orange color and let's make the gray field disappear by changing formatting to none. So formatting to none, change the color to orange. And that's it. With a few simple tricks of the mouse, we got ourselves a forecast from the dataset. So this will be the forecast. So this is based on the data that we have placed here, where we have loaded. Then thank you very much for viewing this video.